Today's show is sponsored by Convene Communities, a platform with a purpose. That's where the Solutionist portal is housed. It is the Convene Communities are a network of individuals who come together for the purpose of learning, sharing experiences and knowledge, and working towards personal transformation. Members of these communities have access to exclusive content, resources, tools, and events that can help them achieve success. It's real people, real lives, and real experiences in and convene communities. Today, entrepreneurs making the most of the next 30 days. 2023 is about to end. You guys, can you believe it's already December 1st? I am Brenda, one the Soulutionist. I see things other people often miss. And today, I want to talk about making the most of the next 30 days. And I have some notes today, y'all, because I do not want to miss a thing. The bottom line is 2023 is coming to a close and we have 30 days left. Can you, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. And at year's end is a good time to do kind of a roll up, a wrap up, and close out your year so that you can make an amazing impact. It is a time when you start to reflect and just say, hey, how did I do? So today I want to talk to you about reflecting on the past year, reviewing your finances, making the most of the next 30 days, planning for the upcoming year, and celebrating your success. So let's start with this. How do you make the most of the next 30 days? You know, it's just so important that you consider that with these 30 days, you still have the opportunity to get some challenges planned if you're an entrepreneur, some sales done, sales promotions, and to begin to see, to think about what do you have going on right now that you need to make sure you take care of before year's end. Yesterday, I had all these amazing plans for stuff I was going to do to put content into the Solutionist portal. But unfortunately, my child at college had a little bit of an emergency. And so I had to take that drive. That was 6 hours on the road combined there and back. But I still had stuff I had to do. So I took the time while I was riding to listen to some audio tapes and to do something that was also on my list that needed to be done before year's end so that I could stay on track. And I want to give a shout out to a very special friend who talked to me all the way there and back to make sure that I arrived safely. Making the most of these next 30 days are going to be crucial to many of you, making sure that you hit your revenue numbers for the year. You still have time. If you're slightly there, or maybe you feel like you just totally missed the mark. The truth is, it only takes one really good sale if you plan it properly to bring your economic thought process right into fruition and make sure that you hit your revenue goals for the years. So let's talk about reflecting on the past year. I don't know about you guys, but before moving forward, I like to take a step back and reflect on the past year so that I can kind of see what worked, what were my successes, what were my failures. Reflecting on the goals from the year previous, gives me an opportunity to kind of say, Brenda, you did that, but you maybe missed the other. This past year, I didn't have clear goals for how I was going to produce my content and different things till mid-year. But once I got on board with batching media, multimedia, repurposing media, and also I employed Vista Social, that was a game changer for me. It increased my productivity and allowed me to begin to do other things that also needed to be done. So when I reflect on this past year, I realized the importance of planning. I was told in the Marine Corps, and I've said this before, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And oftentimes when you're a solopreneur, small business owner, or just someone that has things get done, you don't often plan. It may just be stuck right up here in your head. But I would challenge each and every one of you to put it down on paper, write your vision, make it plain so that you'll know what milestones are coming up so you can hit each and every one of them. It wasn't until I got clear by writing down my goals that I was able to hit each one each and every time. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm a little bit tired. And when I get tired, my words tend to slur. Some of you may have that issue as well. I haven't slept a lot the past couple of days, and that drive did not help. But we're going to continue to go through this because of a commitment I made to myself that no matter what's going on, every Friday at 2:30 p.m., I'm committed to coming here and doing my Face It Friday. And face it, this Friday, the struggle is real, but I'm still here because showing up is part of the battle, even when you don't necessarily feel like it, or you may not be 100% of the par. If you make a commitment to yourself, don't lie to yourself. Stick with it and make it happen. While we're on that, for this, we're going to reflect on the past year. Like I said, reflecting on this past year is so important because by taking stock of your past year, you can make informed decisions and set better goals for the upcoming year. And while you're reflecting, that's when you can sit back and take the time to review your finances. I want you to determine your current financial situation. Develop your financial goals. Identify alternative courses of action that you could take to make sure that you hit your financial goals. You're going to assess your risk, create and implement a financial plan, and review and revise your financial plan from this past year. This year in time, right here, right now, is the perfect time to take a hard look at your finances. Did you hit your targets? Was there something that you could have done differently to make sure that you hit your goals? Here's the thing that I often see when I'm talking to clients. I will ask them, what is your financial goals for your business, for the week, for the month, for the quarter? And oftentimes I get a deer in the headlights. Why? Because people don't often plan for them, especially solopreneurs, because they don't even think about it. But here's a tip. Figure out what your product and service costs and figure out how much of each you would have to sell. I call this doing the math, y'all, in order to hit the target. For example, for some of you coaches out there, you may have a program that's $1,000 and say your goal is to hit $1,000 a month. Then you only have to sell one coaching package in order to hit your monthly goal. Or do you? The truth is, if you only sold one, you have to also factor in the cost of overhead. You have to factor in the cost of doing it. You have to factor in the taxes you would have to take out from that. So by the time you get done, you may not have made $1,000. You may have only made $800. So be clear on what it is what financial targets you're trying to hit, so that you can make sure you've done the math to ensure you reach the financial goals you believe that you are aiming for. Doing the math is so important, and making sure you allow for taxes, overhead costs, labor costs, the cost of producing your service and product, raw materials, all of those things get factored in there. And many times I find small business owners fail to look at that. So take the time to review your finances and make sure that you factor in all the costs to producing your product or providing your service, so that you too can get the profit that you are seeking as you go about building your business. I also want you to think, when you're thinking about your finances this year, did you plan out your training and your education? Did you have a line item for that in your budget? If you didn't, this time of year right now, I want you to go back, gather your receipts, gather your ledgers, whatever it is, look on your computer, check out your statements, and find out what you really spent for training, what you really spent for raw materials, etc., and add it all up. That way, you can make a better stab at planning for next year. 2024 is coming and it's fast approaching. So making sure that the things that you maybe did not get accomplished this year, you can roll them over to 2024. And with a smart financial plan, you can ensure that you meet your revenue and your training and spending goals. Because again, not planning for that, is a sure way to fail. I had a client recently, and I just thought about this. I was speaking to her. She was so excited because of what she was doing. But after we did the math, I mean, really did the math, took out for taxes and all the other things that you have to count out, she really didn't make any money. She was operating at a loss, y'all, and she didn't even know it for most of the year because we just had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. Sometimes when you are not paying attention to what you're spending or what you're purchasing or how much it really takes to produce your product, you can have a false sense of financial abundance when in fact you are financially failing. And one of the sure ways to do that is not to separate your personal finances from your business finances. I know that's not y'all because I know everyone out there is separating like they should, or at least I would hope you would. It is so important to create and open a business account that allows you to have a clear delineation between your private and your business finances so that you can always see where you're gaining or losing in a quick and easy manner. Failing to have a separate business account is a sure way to get in trouble with the IRS. So make sure if you have not established your business account, do it today. Don't delay. It'll make it easy for your accounting. It'll also make it easy for your taxes. And these are the kind of things that we talk about inside of the Soulutionist portal. That's my paid group coaching program that's housed on Convene Communities. That's a place where you can go as an entrepreneur or a small business person. It is a gateway to your success, your knowledge, and connections. It's all about collaboration and making sure that you get the information you need to make sure your business is thriving and not just surviving. I want to take a time now to tell y'all about an event that's coming up next week. My friend Lisa DeShore, she's the founder and head of the Massachusetts Veterans Chamber of Commerce, and she has lunch and learns. Her current lunch and learn is a whole series, y'all. They're on session number 4. They are all standalone. It is From Fear to Fluent. It's the Mystifying AI Writing Assistance Program. It's a virtual lunch and learn series. She doesn't record these, y'all, so either you show up and go to the class or you miss it. They're reasonably priced at $24.99. The objective of the session aims to educate participants on the practical application and advantages of leveraging AI writing assistants such as Bard, Google, and ChatGPT to enhance writing productivity. Session 4 is tailoring writing style and tone to the AI tools. It's going to be held on December 6th, 2023, from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern. Using AI writing assistants to adapt writing styles for various audience, personalizing tone, voice, and AI. Case studies of successful brand messaging using AI writing assistants will be all accomplished during this class. There's a QR code on the screen that you can take a picture of, or you can go to https://takeactionuniversity.com/events. It is a class worth taking. Lisa does a great job of helping people understand how to use AI. I personally have been using AI since December, and I have been floored by all the things that I have learned and that I've been able to accomplish because AI provides a framework that allows me to be even more creative. And nowadays, with all the AI products that are out there, it is the perfect time for small businesses and entrepreneurs to take advantage. They can help you write emails, help you write better lead magnets. You can write a book. You can create images now with some of them. The opportunities really are limitless, and there's so much that you can do if you would just take the time to practice and study. And Lisa's class is a way to do it and get help you need. She allows times for questions. She also has a mission coffee break every Wednesday at 7 a.m. And if you need information on that, DM me and I'll make sure you get the link. But it is the Massachusetts Veterans Chamber of Commerce. You can Google that and find address and get all the information for all the amazing things Lisa's doing up there with veterans. While you're making the most of these 30 days, I want you to also make sure you plan for the next 30 days. With only 30 days left in the year, it's time to make a plan and make the most of it. I want you to set some clear goals for the next 30 days and work towards achieving them. Create a to-do list and prioritize your tasks. Remember to stay focused on your goals and avoid distractions. It's also important to delegate tasks and to seek help if needed. Having a clear action plan for what you're going to do in the next 30 days, today's the perfect day. It's December 1st. So you could sit down and really think about, okay, I have 30 days left. What could I do? What is your plan for your social media posts for the next 30 days? Some of you may have already planned that out and you've already done it for the year. But for those of you that may have not taken the time to do so, today's the perfect time to really hone in and target in. You could use AI to do that. You can produce a lot of content in a very short amount of time using AI. And if you're afraid of AI, again, DM me. I can get you in touch with Lisa, or you can come into my community and I can show you how you can use it to your advantage. It really is a time saver. It will save you time and money. And if you're an entrepreneur, a small business owner, time and money are things that you really want to use wisely. And AI can help you do that. I've used AI for so many different things. You can write them for customer responses, good or bad. You can help it build frameworks, marketing framework for book launches as a self-publisher and a self-publishing partner. I help a lot of my clients write their outlines for their books using AI. You put in a couple of prompts, tell it what you're looking for, and they can give you a framework for your outline, and then you change happy to glad or totally rewrite it. The key is that it's giving you a framework and a guide, something to work from that's going to allow you to show up and put out the best material possible. And I want to say, I always say this when it comes to AI, I always give this warning. Please, please, please do not just put out whatever it puts out for you. Always do your due diligence and check. Make sure you do the edits. You read what it wrote, because sometimes it's wrong. You have to make sure you trust it, but verify. Is the information they're giving you correct? Make sure that the resources that they provide actually exist. I never get anything from AI that I do not edit, audit, rewrite, and redo. I use it as a framework. That's just how I choose to use it. I have seen some people literally put something in chat GPT, copy and paste it, put it on it only for it to be wrong. So please do your due diligence and make sure that you review anything that you get from AI and that you check the resources. It's not that hard. Remember, they've done all the heavy lifting for you. So all you simply have to do is go back and verify what they're telling you to make sure it's correct. Because remember, whatever you put out represents you and your brand. I want you to plan for the upcoming year. As you work towards achieving your goals for the next 30 days, it's also a time to plan for the upcoming year. 2024 is fast approaching. Set new goals and create a plan for achieving them. Assess your business to determine if you're headed in the right direction. I use the highway here showing 2023, 2024, and 2025. Baby, it is coming. By checking your direction, you can make sure that you can make the necessary changes if they are required. And if there's none required, just keep moving on the path to where you're going. And it's also important to review your marketing strategies, your products, your services, and make any improvements where necessary. You see, when you plan for the upcoming year, here's an example. For this upcoming year, I have planned to write 52 articles on LinkedIn. So by having that plan, I can begin now to start writing. And I've already begun to write those articles and place them in a folder on my computer so that I can be ahead of the game. You choose what you want to accomplish. So, number one thing I plan is 52 articles for LinkedIn. From those 52 articles, I plan to get video posts, social media posts, because I always repurpose and try to make sure that my message is consistent. But by planning that, it's easier for me to go back and look and see week 1 of January, what is my theme? What do I want to talk about? How does it relate to the product or service that you're providing? I will say. So, what do you want to, how often do you want to write a blog or an article? Is it every day? Is it once a week, once a month, once a quarter, once a year? But write that out. Put it on your calendar. Here on the wall behind me, I have a 2024 calendar already prepped and ready to go. I'm starting to fill in the blocks for the things I want to get done. By having that visual aid for me, because I'm a visual learner and a visual person, it allows me to stay on track, because I know that every Sunday I'm going to be posting an article. So I can plan for that and be a couple of weeks ahead and have it already done. The truth is, I'm currently already 6 months in, because I've written that many articles ready to release when the day comes. I don't like waiting to the last minute, because I have a tendency to be a creative avoider. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's a procrastinator. But by having plans and scheduling things out, it overrides my tendency to be a creative avoider, and it's been very useful for me. And I hope that tip will be useful for you. If you're planning for the upcoming year, ask yourself, how many educational events do you plan to attend this year? Maybe you want to go, are you going to be in person or online? For me, I want to attend 4 in-person events. So that's on my list. I plan to attend trainings weekly online. All of these things are written out so that I can basically check them off as it's completed. During the year, I'm planning my trainings, I'm planning my education, because that's all a part of my financial budget as well. So by planning them now in this month of December, I can be sure that I'm on track for year 2024. Now, why is that important? Because when I'm planning my budget, I also want to think about, if I'm putting out money to take training to increase my expertise and to develop myself, how much more money would I have to make so that I at least break even? I'm all about making a profit though, y'all. So I want to make sure that I have that planned in there as well. As a passive income earner, I have learned the value of making money in my sleep. I love that I'm a money magnet, y'all. I have a mantra that say large sums of money come to me on a continuous basis from multiple sources for the benefit of all that I get to keep. I've been saying that for years, y'all, and I was really thrilled when it really began to happen. And I learned how to create passive income through affiliate marketing and other avenues. These are all things that I talk about when I'm helping my clients plan for the upcoming year, because planning is so important to making sure you can hit the targets. Now, I know some of you will say, "Oh, Brenda, I don't have the time." But I'm here to tell you that's something you should make the time for. Planning for this upcoming year, for your sales, for your products and services, for the targets that you want to hit, will help you ensure that you can meet those goals and hit those targets. When I was in the Marine Corps, I wasn't the best shooter. I didn't shoot well under pressure. But if you gave me the time and that it wasn't something on the line, I could hit my target every time, because I learned how to relax and do it. But when I was under the gun and under pressure and I had no plan and I wasn't sure what was going on, I'd miss that target every single time. So take the time to plan so you can make sure that you can hit your targets with ease. Then I also want you to celebrate your successes. You know, as entrepreneurs, you work hard and it's only fair to reward yourself. Reflect on your successes, celebrate them, and use them to motivate you for the upcoming year. Also, while you're celebrating your successes, remember to thank those that helped you get across the finish line. You know, it takes a village. We've often heard that said, but I know for me, it truly does take a village. Recently, I went to the Build Your Brand Live workshop in Dallas, Texas, put on by Super Connected Media. And I was interviewing people left and right, and everybody was commenting on my interviews and how well my posts were coming across as I was interviewing people rapidly back to back. What they didn't realize is that I had an unfair advantage in the background called Lisa DeShorm, the 15-minute results coach. Lisa's normally here with me on Fridays, but she's at a training today. Here's the deal. Every time I would take a picture or take a video or whatever, I'd send it right off to Lisa, and Lisa would create a fantastic flyer. I don't even know if I have any here to show y'all, but I don't think I do right now. But the key is that Lisa would create an amazing flyer that allowed me to post and look like I was doing this. And guess what, y'all? I was doing it in real time, but I wasn't doing it alone. So shout out to Lisa for always being in my corner to make sure I put my best put forward and that I look like I'm doing all these fabulous things. But as a solopreneur, if you don't reach out and make connections, which is why networking is so important, who's going to be there to back you up when you need it? See, I couldn't create the flyers, the posts, the videos, and edit and all that stuff while I was in the midst of the conference. But having Lisa back at home, hundreds of miles away, churning those things out, it was easy. It was so well done that I even won an engagement award, y'all. Think about that. I had no plans for that. Wasn't even trying to do that. I just wanted to get the word out that there were amazing people that came from around the world to the Build Your Brand Live event. And there's another one coming up, and pretty soon I'll be able to give you some information about that. But I'm telling you, it is an amazing event to go to meet like-minded individuals that are doing stuff that you would be doing as well. And while we're at that, let's talk about a place where you can do that. In convened communities where the Soulutionist portal is housed, in my group paid coaching, you will find like-minded individuals. In the monthly group laser coaching, the weekly pop-up live training sessions, the comprehensive online training materials, there's an exclusive member discussion board, guided goal setting process, live group workshops and webinars, networking opportunities, private, collaborative, collective service. That's a lot, huh, y'all? Accountability partnership, access to resource and connections, strength finder assessment reviews. And here's the best part, y'all. It is only $97 a month. That's right. I didn't stutter. $97 a month for the founders that are coming in. The first 150 people to join the portal will get the $97 a month for life. No contracts. It's just as long as you stay in the portal, that is what it will cost you. The price will be going up, but for the first 150 members that help found this group, I want to give you a lifetime deal for $97 to have access to me and all the other coaches that will be helping you live your best life now and helping your business go from surviving to thriving as we help you close the gap from your desire, from your reality to your desire. Because so many people have the desire to have amazing business, but they just don't know how to do it. And here's the QR code there to the left that you could scan to find out how you could become a part of the Soulutionist portal. Now, here's the best part. Scan that code and join my convened community. It's free. That part, I'm going to say it again. It's free. Join the convened community. You can learn how to build your own community, join a group. You can create courses. You can collaborate. And one of my favorite parts of it, you join this free community with me here in Convene in my life community. And then you will be taught how to make passive income before you ever spend a dime. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to teach you how to make money in your sleep before you ever spend a dime and so much more. And then once that works out for you like it, come on in, join the portal, and get some specific hands-on one-on-one coaching from myself at a separate price, or you can stay with the group coaching model for $97, no contract, month to month. I don't plan for you to stay there forever, but come in and get what you need and learn with other like-minded individuals, network. Where else could you go Join for free and automatically be talking to millionaires. Yeah, we have millionaires, multimillionaires in the group. We have Eugene Brown, who is a best-selling author, and he went from driving Ubers to being a multimillionaire by trading stocks on the stock market. He's just one of the amazing people that you meet in the Convene communities. But for now, I just want to remind everyone there are 30 days left in the year. You still have time to plan for something amazing for 2023 as you plan to move into 2024. I want each and every one of you to tap in to your best life now. No opportunity wasted. And remember, the choices you make today will be the reality you live tomorrow. So choose wisely and be blessed.